So our company culture, it is something that is near and dear to me. Like, it's one of my biggest missions at Matt Security as the president and CEO is to kind of like set the culture, right?
The constant focus on the core values and core focus help keep me aligned. I think it helps not only keep the individual aligned, but teams aligned as well.
You don't have to wonder what's going on. You don't have to wonder, what am I doing? You don't have to wonder, what is this about? Our values are very clear. Our objectives are very clear.
Everything that we do is driven under those values, and anytime we get that stop, it's because of the values.
There's a lot of organizations that say, here's a standard, but the standard kind of fluctuates between what is allowed and what's not allowed. But here, even to the CEO, right, we have an opportunity to be able to fail forward is usually kind of the saying, and that people are going to hold you accountable, but they're also going to be there to help pick you up and move you in the right direction.
We have great technology, we have great processes, we have all these solutions, but it's the culture that's showing the growth at Matt Security the most.
My favorite core value is passion for high standards and constant improvement. And you can have high standards and you can work to improve, but you have to have a passion for them. You really have to want to improve things.
That environment where everyone's constantly trying to improve, like, I feel like that really motivates me.
We don't just say things are good enough and that's how it's always been done. We push ourselves to do better and to learn more and to grow.
We have high standards, and those standards are always changing and growing. We kind of go, okay, we've made the client happy. How can we make them even happier next time?
Matt Security, integrity is everything. It's demonstrated in everything that we do. Our customers rely on it. They're not here in the building with our team every day, so they can't see that it's actually being done. What they can rely on is that we do what we say we're going to do. By following through and fulfilling that commitment, that is how we demonstrate integrity to our customers.
We're people, we're not perfect. If there's something that we find that maybe we weren't perfect on, we own that. We learn from it, and we make everything right.
There's another concept behind integrity that talks about being part of a whole, being part of the bigger picture, using that to guide what it is you do, understanding that your decisions and your accountability support the greater good of the company and what our mission really is.
One of the values that we have is we do the work, and really it's holding each other accountable, making sure that when we say we're going to do something, we get it done.
I like the work, I like what we do. What we do matters. I like the challenge of it. I've had a lot of very tough days here, but not a bad one yet.
It's high-paced. It can be very stressful, but it's also very rewarding. And you can't be the best without working really hard.
There isn't a single person here that's just someone that comes in, works their shift, goes home. Everyone here lives and breathes cybersecurity.
I would say that coachability might be our most important value, because in order to be able to achieve the other values, really just isn't enough to come here and be a good performer. You have to want to improve, you have to take input, and it's a total team effort.
Everyone is willing to learn, everyone's coachable, and ready to be the very best that they possibly can.
You can really see that throughout the entire company, no matter what level someone is at, even someone who runs a whole department, someone who would be willing and capable of coaching me, but also willing to hear feedback if I have any.
At Matt Security, we have 10 characteristics of a professional, and one of those that is one of my favorites is to praise our coworkers. Celebrating and recognizing each other is something very important to not just our culture, but it's important to each of us individually. We have things like a brag board, which is just outside our break room, where we can call out and celebrate one another and actually shine a spotlight on the great work that our employees do. We love to celebrate that.
It's cool that little stuff gets recognized here. We're doing all this cybersecurity stuff, and you clean up a room and you get praise and recognition for that. You just don't see that at other places.
My favorite core value is actually it's professionalism, but it's one of the 10 characteristics, which is sharing of knowledge. I've always said that knowledge is useless if it's not shared. And it rings true in cybersecurity. If we know something and we don't tell somebody, it potentially becomes a problem.
There's no me mentality. It's all about we're working as a team, and you don't see that everywhere else.
If we didn't have the principles that we do, then I don't think everyone would participate in the collaboration that we do.
We are outcome oriented. We are results driven. We are camaraderie in the truest sense of teamwork, celebrating together, examining our processes in the most positive way that you can kind of describe.
You never feel like you're doing anything alone. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, there's always somebody you can fall back to. Everyone has everybody's back.
The people that I work with, it's very clear that we all really care about each other, want to see each other succeed, which means the company gets to succeed as a whole too.
We really do believe in our core values and treating each other in those manners. However, we are friends. We get together on our own time and enjoy every minute of it.
What we're trying to do is become the best versions of ourselves. We're trying to become the best version of Mad Security, right, as a team.